What happens when a centuries-old Mexican tradition meets TikTok, Spotify, and global youth culture? For generations, corridos served as a way of telling stories about heroes, migration, war, and social change. Today, a new movement known as Corridos Tumbados has transformed that tradition into one of the most influential cultural phenomena in contemporary Mexico. But corridos tumbados are more than a musical genre. They reveal how technology, identity, and visual culture are reshaping what it means to be Mexican in the digital age. To understand corridos tumbados, we must first understand the corrido. The corrido emerged in Mexico during the 19th century as a popular narrative song. Before radio and television became widespread, corridos functioned as a form of oral journalism. They documented battles, political events, migration stories, and local heroes. During the Mexican Revolution, corridos helped communities preserve collective memory and share information. In many ways, corridos were never just music. They were a way of representing Mexican experiences and identities through storytelling.
Con un vasito en la mano y el cuerpo siento cansado, fumando voy relajado y la fiesta no va a parar.
Around 2019, a new generation of musicians began experimenting with the traditional corrido. Artists such as Natanael Cano combine regional Mexican instruments with influences from trap, hip-hop, and urban music. The result was a hybrid genre known as corridos tumbados. Unlike traditional corridos, this new movement emerged within digital platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. Its rapid growth demonstrates how technology increasingly shapes not only how music is consumed, but also how culture is created. One reason corridos tumbados are culturally significant is their visual language. Traditional regional Mexican musicians often appeared wearing charro suits and symbols associated with national identity. Corridos tumbados artists present a different image. Their style combines elements of Mexican tradition with global influences from hip-hop, streetwear, luxury fashion, and internet culture. The visual hybridity reflects the experience of many young Mexicans who navigate both local and global identities simultaneously. The movement illustrates what cultural theorist Stuart Hall described as representation, the process through which media creates meaning and shapes how identities are understood. Corridos tumbados are not only telling stories, they are producing new images of what Mexican identity can look like. However, corridos tumbados remain controversial. Critics argue that some songs glorify violence, narco-culture, and excessive materialism. Others argue that these artists are not creating those realities but reflecting social conditions that already exist. These debates raise important questions. Who gets represented through this music? Who gets excluded? What stories become visible and what stories remain unheard? The controversy surrounding corridos tumbados reveals broader struggles over class, culture, power, and representation in contemporary Mexico. More importantly, it demonstrates that pop culture is never politically neutral. Corridos tumbados have become one of the most successful musical movements of the 21st century. Yet their importance extends beyond streaming numbers and chart rankings. They demonstrate how cultural traditions survive through adaptation rather than preservation alone. By combining historical storytelling traditions with digital media, global aesthetics, and contemporary identities, corridos tumbados have redefined how Mexican culture is represented to the world. Perhaps the most important question is not whether corridos tumbados are authentically Mexican. Perhaps the real question is whether authenticity itself has changed in the digital age. Thank you for watching.
El espíritu de la música trap atrajo a los jóvenes artistas mexicanos, repasando las influencias fundamentales de los ritmos urbanos, la sensibilidad del hip hop y la superposición de las letras de los corridos. Lo desglosaron y lo recrearon a lo que ahora llamamos corridos tumbados. Y ahí es donde entro yo.
Que se murió, la dulzura que tenías conmigo se te los sentimientos falsos que te escribí en aquella